back to the footy show. We've got a very interesting one tonight, very controversial topic coming up. Just to cut it short, Manchester United, yeah, we drew 1-1 against Sunderland, and I'm not surprised. We pretty much switched a lot of players in and out. Um, is it alarming to know that we have to make changes? No, we already knew we had to make changes. Especially coming for the summer transfer window, a lot of players need to go. Casemiro being one of them, he's already leaving. I think that's it's a good thing for the wage bill, but at the same time, it's scary because you can't replace that winning mentality and that drive to just want to win and do good. Ever since Carrickas came in, Casemiro has scored the clutchest goals that we've ever needed in games and has remained consistent. But when you remove him and leave Kobe by himself, Kobe struggles to hold the defense in the midfield at the same time. So I think bringing in at least two other midfielders, probably younger ones as well, I think they'll gel well together. And we'll just have to see how it works out. On the other hand, it's only this season. It's not about Manchester United right now. This is about West Ham versus Arsenal. What happened with a 1-0 win? They're talking about big teams scraping through. I'm sorry. Your quality of football is shit. And the topic that we're going to cover right now is that you have scraped through the whole season with VAR decisions, which have been ridiculous. Which we're going to get into. To be fair, I can understand where people are coming from. As a rival fan, I'm not going to say that it was the right decision, but at the time, sure, it was the correct one from the goalie being fouled. But what I'm trying to say is that the whole sequence of events need to be broken down, where you need to see what led to this, because ultimately that's not how it started from what I saw and what other people are saying. But you know what, Arsenal fans, you guys can say what you want, but honestly, you guys need to have an open mind about this and actually kind of see it, as well as other people. Just see it for what it is. Obviously, goalkeeper fouls. Yes, we all know that's the front page on this. What my whole main point is that I don't agree with that the fact that this whole thing was not dissected and broken down from how the whole thing ended up to where it was, where the goalie got fouled. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at that. As I did last time, I'm gonna actually start doing this a lot more. I love just some of these reckless takes on Talk Sport, especially. But now we've got Gabby Agbonlahor. You know, a lot of people love this guy and hate him at the same time. This is his take on the decision that was made during the West Ham Arsenal game. Have a listen.
Strange decision, Jeff, in the sense that, like, the frustration from a lot of the public, maybe everyone who's not an Arsenal fan, is that Arsenal scored so many goals from exactly that. If you look at a lot of Arsenal's
exactly
goals from set
saying.
pieces, where they've got in front of the keeper, they pushed the keeper, their arms in the keeper's face, nothing different from yesterday. That's what people are frustrated with. If that's your decision, why has it not been the same decision all season, where Arsenal have benefited the most?
Which is what I'm saying.
Like, you should know the rules, Pablo. You got to stay away from the keeper. You can't go in front of him. If Pablo fouls the goalkeeper, what about Declan Rice, who rubbed Bisaka's Mavropanos? Okay, is it a penalty? But Arsenal have created this mess all season, where they've crowded the goalkeeper, they've got their arms in front of the goal.
So we'll just stop it there. So pretty much it, like, that's what I'm saying. They've gotten away with this the whole season, and when it really counted to go against them, like, you know, I think, I mean, it didn't go against Arsenal, but the way that it was broken down, like, these guys just literally stack up the penalty box and then just throwing bodies everywhere. This has literally happened to how many teams this season, from what I can recall. So if I think back to it, like, it's insane. You've got teams like what I'm looking here, Chelsea. Raya just goes and literally punches his fist over the Chelsea player. Another one was against Manchester United. Saliba literally manhandling my goalkeeper, holding his arm up. And then you've got like, it's ridiculous. And then the other one is that, you know, they get seen grabbing defenders on set pieces, and they end up scoring off the back of them, and then officials do nothing. It's insane. Here's another one where I found quite interesting. This is from Real by Geraldo RD. Shout out, mate. I really found your take interesting. We'll just gotta have a listen real quick.
Being disrespectful to any club, we have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period.
So every 6 years, you're gonna have to change the name. That's very convenient.
Some sort of rotation.
So that's coming from the former league CEO Richard Scudamore. Every 6 years, the Premier League has to change a winning title winner. So that's insane. If that's the case, then is that true or not? Well, I mean, it's coming from a guy that, you know, who used to run the whole thing, so it must be true. But you know what? Don't take my word from it. That's just what I'm, you know, I do my research. This is what I find. Here's another one. And then, of course, Mark Goldbridge and Robbie.
That's where a lot of people and I'm coming from. When you look at it, I can see the arm. But Saliba did it to Man United on the opening game of the season. And it happens all the time. And there's so much going on in that penalty box as well. I mean, look.
Which is what I just said.
I looked at it this morning and I'm like, is Rice fouling Mavropanos? You know, it's like there's so much going on. So, look, it's done now.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't blame Arsenal for it. You can't. And I think Arsenal fans are getting quite defensive about it.
So, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, they've literally pretty much gotten away with it the whole season, where Mark Goldbridge just said it. I just reiterated that like 5 minutes ago. That's insane. A lot was going on in the box and nothing was done about it except for the foul on the goalkeeper, which led to the disallowed goal for when West Ham scored, and they called it back. Which I think, honestly, if you really sum it up, it's daylight robbery at best. But you know what? It's done and dusted. That's not why, you know, I'm talking about this. Why I'm really bringing this up, because there's no consistency. VAR is absolutely ridiculous. Where I stand with VAR right now, it's just like there's certain parts of the, you know, in certain incidents where they literally break it down to the last detail, where okay, this is exactly why we're calling it. Do it. That's fine. But don't use VAR to justify something that you haven't even looked into. They literally could have. That's why they were asking for more extra footage, and they couldn't give anything more. So, which begs the question, like, they're just oh no, brush it off, it's fine, play on, nah, no goal. So, I think moving forward, you know, VAR has to be a little bit more consistent, because it's been very inconsistent this season. And I'm sorry, I saw a table where if Arsenal weren't held by VAR, they'd be up by 1 point over Man City at this point of the season. It really doesn't matter. I think, you know, like I said, Arsenal's last few games this half of the season have been shit. I'm sorry, that spending a Billy plus, like I've said on numerous videos, and that's what you show for it, scraping through shit style of football, boring at best. Like, you know, I mean, they're gonna win a league title. Let's be honest with that one. But the Champions League, I don't know. That's a stretch. Because apparently, you know, as dubbed by this Arsenal fan. Hold on, just check this out. This one.
Our 25-man squad
from TalkSport,
right up there with the greatest in world football.
Sorry, I didn't mean to giggle.
You cannot even argue, can you? The pair of you.
Right, we're the greatest in world football, Piers. Seriously.
Yes, we are about.
And just to add context, this is Piers Morgan talking here right now.
And then on the 30th of this month, we will be playing in the Champions League final. And if we were to win that makes us one of the greatest teams in world football history automatically. I believe
so.
The Arsenal squad is the greatest in world football history.
So let me get this straight. Arsenal win the Premier League and Champions League, they just automatically become the greatest team in football history? Oi, Piers Morgan, mate. Whatever you're smoking, please give me some, because it's clearly not working for you. Oh, man, I've had enough. But you know what?